Hello everyone. So we've had a fantastic day. We walked up from 1400 metres at Bridim with dolmators treks. We had a fantastic day walking up the valley next to the Langtang River and through forest, and we stopped at bamboo and we walked up to this beautiful guest house up here, Ganesh Rimchi. But first dinner and a good night's sleep. Thanks very much.
Usually they say after 3000 meters you walk like not more than 500 meters a day, but we did like 1000.
6:30 wake-up call with a cup of tea is a nice way to wake up in a place like Rimchi with lovely views down the valley. The first part was actually fairly flat, which gave us all a bit of confidence, but gradually the terrain started rising and we clambered up the mountains. The morning was up, with some nice flat bits, and we had views of the huge mountains above us and the valley below us. The afternoon, the terrain was very different. We could see Langtang from a way back. It took a long time to get closer, and then we got to the place where the old Langtang had been destroyed. The avalanche had come down, and we were walking across the total stones until we then came into where they have rebuilt. Everything's still in the building. Our hotel or our guest house today was just about built, but a great place and a wonderful welcome. But they are doing really well in Langtang. To see where they came from and where they've got to now is amazing. I've kept that in for some reason.
Getting up to 4000 meters and the second group higher than us.
Well, as a member of the older generation here in this beautiful valley, I have to admit that the first 2 days of trekking were very challenging up to Langtang. Once we got to Langtang, of course, the valley opens up, and adjectives that come to mind are magnificent, inspiring, breathtaking. But when you look around here, it is a magnificent part of God's creation. And with this wider valley, of course, you see more plants, you see the deeply rising mountains, and then in the distance, the thing I've come to see really are the snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas. And it's such a privilege to be here. I just thank God that I'm here, and I'm in such good company, and we're enjoying every minute of it. So I'm lost for words. It's fantastic. Thank you.
everybody. We've got the peak behind us, Chinguri, which we climbed yesterday, and it was a long climb. It took 5.5 hours for 4 of us to get to the top. We took it very slowly, we stuck together, and it was the most amazing climb. But the best thing was when you got to the top, the view, panoramic view that Sering talked about, it was more indescribable than what Sering had promised. It was, I think, the highlight of the trek so far for me, because it was so strenuous, but also an amazing thing to do.
Good up, guys.
We set off, the group of us who didn't want to take on the altitude, into not really knowing quite what to expect. These giant snow-capped peaks just on either side. And the further we went along, you could see the majesty, but also the devastation of these huge rock falls as you walk over the top, and then the rivers that have found their way through, the amazing wildlife of yaks and wild horses. We were enjoying the view looking up to them, and it's I don't think words can really describe how extraordinarily vast this landscape is. This little piece is just literally quite beyond words. The words spiritual, special have come to mind, but that doesn't only relate to the vistas, but also to the people themselves who have treated us with utmost kindness. So we thank all our guides for helping us to see the wonder of this incredible land. Thank you.
Altogether, we have walked 23 kilometers in a very, very good time.
Yesterday was the 4th day of our trek, and we were retracing our steps from Kathmandu to Rimche, but it was mainly downhill, although ups and downs on the way, so much easier on the altitude. It was really good to go back through where we'd come, because you could see the change from the open mountains and the valley at the top in Kathmandu. Fantastic views of the glaciers, coming back through the forest, the bamboo, all the different vegetation. So I think we all really enjoyed yesterday and felt much better, just healthy tired at the end of the day, rather than having to battle with the altitude. And now we start part 2, going on to Bridim, and looking forward to a few days there.
Kathmandu, Sering was there to say hello, and then we drove into the city, so we arrived in Kathmandu.
I must say I was rather apprehensive yesterday morning as we set out to climb up the Yak Trail all the way up to go to Gang, but we kept plodding up. It was very hard going. We had one or two stops and on the way and wonderful views, but it was absolutely wonderful feeling of elation to get to the top. And then we've arrived on this wonderful little plateau and amazed to find that people are already putting up tents for us. And there was a wonderful arrangement. And afterwards we had a great time around the fire. So we just had a really wonderful evening up here, high up on the mountain. Really right up on top of the world.
This is the last day of our trek. We'll be going back to base. Jim, our monkey mascot, has thoroughly enjoyed himself. This is a very poignant moment for me. It's taken me 50 years to get here, and the desire to get back here has never failed, never waned. And now I'm here, and it's a dream come true. And it's going to be a sad day going back home, but I've loved every moment of it. As already been said before, there aren't enough superlatives in the English language to describe this wonderful part of the world. It's absolutely glorious, and I hope to get back.
I have thoroughly enjoyed being here. It's been a privilege, fantastically exciting, very exciting, and every day has been a different challenge or experience, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the group, many varied personalities. The food has been incredible, delivered by Sering's team. The porters constantly amaze us as they pass us with 2 bags and more on their backs. And also just to be in these mountains for over 2 weeks now has been something I didn't expect to be able to experience, and yet it's been better than any of my preconceived expectations, and I feel so happy and grateful to be here. It'll be strange when we get to Kathmandu because suddenly the noise will reappear, but every experience has been good, and I'm so thankful that I was able to join this trip. Thank you.
When we first arrived, I had no real inclination about what I was going to see. What we found was almost like a tropical forest land. It was amazing. Until we got to the highest of high peaks, as we got used to the climbing and the exercise, that we found it much easier to do some of the ridiculous climbs that we had to do, and it became very much more of a team effort. Many of us, I know, will return, but the memories that we take away, I think, will last with us forever.